diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State-Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Smith wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outs.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. There he goes. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Smith wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Averill. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying to get the corner. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment being dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Smith dropping to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he is knocked down immediately, brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The give to the lone running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Kinsey. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
35, Oregon, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Finds a little space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything's perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Looking left. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Holds it in. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The give to the tailback. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
That's reeled in. It's Averill. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the back. Oh, what a move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Inside the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He'll try the left side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Power football with the run. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll give it to him again. Jukes his way for more.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The give as they work on that clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
A first down for the offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.